Poverty, homelessness, needles, feces in the streets. Is this the new normal for what was once one of our most beautiful cities, San Francisco? We have Hannity exclusive video. Fox News contributor Lawrence Jones asking San Francisco area residents just what they think of Speaker Pelosi's so-called leadership. Take a look.
How do you feel about Nancy Pelosi's leadership in this area?
Things need to change a little bit here.
So I've been around here a little bit. I've seen needles and feces everywhere. How do y'all feel about the state of y'all community?
It's pretty bad. I mean, especially you work in we work right at this building right here, and here's City Hall. It's beautiful, nice scenery, beautiful weather. Kind of makes it a drab when you walk around, you see needles and close to a playground and just feces everywhere. I mean, the smell of it all.
When you have needles and blood-stained clothing in the streets, that can't be safe for anyone.
There's an increase of poverty, drugs, needles on the street, feces everywhere. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's really crazy because, you know, I do see like a lot of needles and then, you know, feces everywhere.
So the crack, the homelessness, has that become the new normal in San Francisco?
Absolutely.
Nancy Pelosi. She's the representative of this area. Do you blame her for some of these issues?
I think Nancy Pelosi has done a pretty fine job to date. I would ask her to go further.
She's been in office for over 20 years. Does she have some type of responsibility?
In that case, I would say yes.
Nancy Pelosi is your leader in the area. How do you feel about her leadership?
I think that she's great. I think that she's strong. I think she's a fantastic negotiator. I think that she gets a bad rap probably because she's a woman.
What about the leadership? Nancy Pelosi is the leader here. She's about to become the Speaker of the House.
Really?
How do you feel about her leadership?
I think that she's the old blood and we need some new blood in there.
I definitely don't feel very good about her leadership, so I don't think she's being I think she's status quo.
She has to do a lot better. I think we actually need new blood, new faces, people with a little bit different ideas. And fresher ideas. She's had her chance. Yeah, she's had her chance.
All right, joining us now, Fox News contributor Lawrence Jones and Washington Times columnist, our friend Monica Crowley. Well, you're both our friends. Good to see you.
You too.
I warned everybody that there's going to be a lot of needle and feces talk. And I'm thinking, I saw the piece. What's the feces thing? What is it?
Yeah, so they have this cleaning squad now that goes all around the city because you have a lot of the homeless population. They're all over the town, like in front of the
This is her district.
This is her district, and they just sleep everywhere. They just poop everywhere. And so you have a cleaning crew that goes all around the city constantly all through the day cleaning up this mess.
Well, you would think in liberal San Francisco with a 13.5% state income tax, they would take care of the homeless. Nancy Pelosi is a very, very wealthy woman.
Wealthy, and she's been there for years.
Why doesn't she build a homeless shelter?
Well, she's more concerned about the national political scene. So when you're worried about being Speaker of the House and trying to run for, I guess, have a national spotlight, you forget about your own district, and many of those people don't see her. And so that's why you saw so many people frustrated.
Well, you saw this everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over the town. I mean, of course, you know, there's some rich parts right there where the tech giants are, but all outside of those cities, they have security because you have all these homeless people everywhere.
And needles and blood-soaked clothes.
It's disgusting.
Wherever progressivism is allowed to take root and run wild, unimpeded, it is ruinous. This is the kind of thing that you're seeing, whether it's homelessness, whether it's drug addiction, you name it. It takes root and it metastasizes, Sean, whether it's San Francisco, Detroit, Washington, D.C., decades of progressive rule without any kind of counterbalance from a real competitive conservative voice or representation. You get these great American cities that are so beautiful like San Francisco,
Monica,
absolutely destroyed.
I've said this for years. Liberals are generous with other people's money.
Right.
Nancy Pelosi's loaded.
Well, but that's also because progressives tend to be strictly ideological, not practical. It's not about the situation on the ground that matters to them. It's about remaking the city of San Francisco, the state of California, and the country of the United States in this statist model. That's all they care about.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Gavin Newsom is about to offer, and I urge every American, because Gavin Newsom said it, and my son is calling. I have a show at 9, son. I'll call him back after. You're going to give free health care to even illegal immigrants. Anybody who wants free health care. Well, so I'm telling the American people tonight, if you're sick. Gavin welcomes you free, free, free. Go.
But Sean, how are they going to pay for all of this stuff?
Well, that's Gavin's problem. It's not my problem.
You have people coming from all over the country. And even one resident said that the sanctuary city policy, the sanctuary state policy, bothers them because, look, you have people committing crimes.
Well, they're voting for these people in huge numbers.
They are, but Sean, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know what's happening on the local level. And that's why you've been sending me out in the field to cover this nonsense, to show the American people this is what the residents are saying. If you don't know about it, you know about it now. There's no more excuses.
But they have their votes and they can make a change.
Exactly
they just choose not to. Every 2, 4, 6 years, they vote in the same people, or at least those who believe the same thing. So there's
a mass exodus from states like California, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, and you know what?
Then they're coming to Texas tomorrow.
If they go to Texas or Florida, don't bring your stupid liberal policies that ruin your old states. Great job.
Those states are losing their
When we come back, Rush Limbaugh, an urgent message for the president. Next.